What's up, everybody? Mini Bike Coalition here, hanging out with my boy Taylor. Currently looking for a washer that he dropped. We'll get to that here in a little bit. However, we are going to do a full internals swap over into a new block today, and I will show you guys why. So we were doing the side cover on it, and inside here and inside here got stripped out. I don't know if you can see it. Those threads are stripped out, so it wouldn't seal no more. So we got a tillotson racing block, and we are now going to step it up. I showed in the video, but we cleaned up the top of the piston head a little bit. I oiled the inside of the new block. Get some brake-in oil, lube it up real good in here, and then you got to compress your rings down, making sure, especially because we were swapping, I didn't make sure that the rings didn't look damaged or anything like that. We checked the cylinder wall and make sure that there was no scratches on it, to make sure that the rings on everything were fine on it. So we oiled everything up. We got the rings set, got everything in. We put the crank back in, new rod bearings, made sure we cleaned up the connecting rod real good, and we got new washers and bolts for the connecting rod. And we're going to go ahead and torque those down, and then we'll move over to the cam and the lifters and everything. You get your connecting rod bolts torqued to spec, 170 inch-pounds or 60 foot-pounds of torque. Go ahead and make sure everything's turning freely, nothing feels binded up. Make sure your clearance is good on the top and bottom. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to put in your... Drop them in, grab your cam, see the button there, there's a circle there too. And so what we want to do is we want to line them up. So we'll get them dots pretty close. Make sure you drop it in and lock her in, and your circles better line up. Got all our internals and everything set. We get our new gasket put in place. We got our crank bearing set in and seal set in there, and we went ahead and put all our bolts in with a little bit of Loctite. Now we're going to pull out our torque wrench, and we're torquing the side cover bolts to 24 foot-pounds in a star pattern. And you don't want to go 24 right away. You want to get it around, go 15 foot-pounds, and then 20 foot-pounds, and then 24 foot-pounds. But always go in a star pattern, just like you did your car wheels. We got the flywheel on, make sure our cup is in place. We threaded down our nut, and we are going to torque it down. 65 foot-pounds of torque. There's a couple different ways to hold it. I have a little crowbar that I slide in here and crank it down. Don't worry, they'll be fine. But 65 foot-pounds of torque gets your ARC flywheel on. That's done. We're going to move on to the head. We'll get our head gasket, put it on. This is a new block, so this is nice and clean. However, the bottom of the head is not. So we're going to clean that up. A bit of carbon choke cleaner. Sprayed it down. Just gave it the old scrubberooskies there just to clean it up a little bit. Make sure your motor is set top dead center. Top bolts, place them in there so that you can get your head gasket on there and lined up. Run all of our head bolts down and made sure that everything looks like it's sitting nicely and nothing is obscuring it or causing any problems. We're going to go ahead and torque the head down to 22 foot-pounds of torque. This thing has aftermarket springs, aftermarket head gasket, and it's a built motor, so we go for 22 foot-pounds of torque on the head. We've got our head torqued to spec. Oh yeah, it's time for them push rods, baby. Alright, we got the push rods in. Set the valve lash to 0.003. With our tool, we got the valve cover back on. We will add some oil to it, get an exhaust on there, and do a test hit here later on this evening. Once everything's put back together, usually I'll mark whether or not it's got oil in it or not with something. I'll usually put a zip tie or something over the top with a note on there, or a sticky note on top, just to make sure that you know that there's no oil in it. Don't try to start it. If you do put everything together, make sure that you don't rev everything out real high and let it idle. For any break-in purposes, this is just a new block. All the parts were swapped over because the side cover got stripped. So everything's kind of pretty much broke in, but we're still going to take it nice and easy because we did reset the crankshaft bearings on there and put the new the head on there. So you still want to make sure that everything's not going to shake and rattle loose on you. But once you're done with that, you're ready to go. This is a Stage 3 Tillotson 212 by Go Power Sports and Paul Crafton from PC Motorworks. The only thing I did was just re-put everything back into the Tillotson racing block.